So today was going to be a hunt video, but I'm thinking that the weather's just really bad for me to be running around at this moment looking for pops that I really haven't seen advertised anywhere. So I haven't seen anything new that's coming up on Box Lunch. I haven't seen anything new that's coming out on Hot Topic or FYE or any of those. And if you want to know how you know if they're going to have something new the next day, you just follow them on your local Instagram. It seems like every one of the Hot Topics and Box Lunch I know for a fact have their own Instagram. So all you have to do is get on there and follow these guys, and they will let you know the night before what popped or lately what squishmallows they're gonna have in stock. These things are trying to take over, and they're absolutely insane, but that's okay, because check this out. I just recently got an Entertainment Earth box in, and I know that it has something that you're gonna want to check out. So let's go get this guy opened up. And this is one of those packages that I had been really waiting on for a long time. It's one of them that I think maybe even I had pre-ordered for a year. I mean, it has been hanging out there in the universe that long before it was finally released. Now, I know that if you go to Walmart, you can find these guys right now. They're just starting to hit the shelves. So if you don't see it at your local Walmart at this moment, just know that I live in the Midwest, and if you're on the East Coast, it takes them a little while to trickle that way. I'm thinking about starting a video where I just let y'all know what's hitting the Midwest at this moment, just in case you're on the East Coast, then you'll know what's heading your way. Or if you're in the Midwest, you'll know when to go looking for them. If that's something that you want to see, throw a comment down below and just let me know that maybe that's something you're interested into. That's something that I've been just kind of playing around with in my head. Not really sure if I want to do it, if I don't want to do it. I don't really know. I love saving these packing lists, though. They help me out with the end of the year nonsense. You know how that goes, right? We all got some end of the year nonsense that we got to take care of. This is going to be the long awaited Life After Death number 11 Biggie Smalls Funko Pop album. Now, like I said a second ago, I know that these are just starting to hit the shelves at Walmart. So if you get to your local Walmart and you grab this one, this is going to be a really awesome pickup. Now, I love the fact that we went from number 1 to number 11 when it comes to Biggie Smalls. We kind of kept them in the ones, right? So I think that was really awesome of Funko. I love how Funko's been doing that lately with Biggie Smalls. I don't know what kind of contract they have with Biggie Smalls, but it's really cool. I did order this one from Entertainment Earth. There should be a link right down in the description below if you want to go order one and get your mint guarantee, because this is what I'm going to say about these boxes. These boxes are not really boxes. These are more like sleeves, and they come in wrecked. So here is the beauty of ordering something from Entertainment Earth, is that this box is crispy. It's really not a box. I don't know why I keep calling it a box. It won't be a box until they decide they're going to put these windows in, and I don't think that they're ever going to do that because it's going to cost them more money to make it. But if you want yours in mint, go to Entertainment Earth, link right down in the description below. Make sure you order this from them. And this is what I'm going to say about the albums. Pre-ordering them makes a lot of sense, because I've actually had this one sitting in my house now for probably about a month, and I just now started seeing them hit the shelves. I mean, so I got this pre-order far faster than if I would have just waited and picked it up from Walmart. I think that hands down, and the fact that this box is in such great shape. Let's take a closer look at this guy. I think this box is awesome. I love what they've done with these and the pop albums, and how they're putting the cover on there, and they kind of had this gangster style of Biggie, which is also what you see on the cover. I think these things are amazing. This is in really good shape, though, but I'm going to go back to what I said a second ago. Get your mint guarantee from Entertainment Earth. We've got to get this one open and take a look at it. Now, there's some people out there in the community that say that these look better out of the box, and then there's people like me that believe that the box kind of adds to the look of it. So I'm going to leave mine, and I keep saying box, and I hate to say box. I keep saying box. It's not a box. It is a sleeve. I leave mine in the sleeves, even though I take them out for you. I leave them in the sleeves, but I want to talk about the fact that they have this cellophane on these. Now, either you're going to have to take this cellophane off. Listen to me. I know you're screaming at me right now saying I'm not taking the cellophane off. You're either going to have to take this cellophane off, because the inside of it is cardboard, and moisture is going to build up on the inside. And if moisture builds up on the inside, the cardboard's going to warp. It's going to get foggy. It's going to get faded. It's going to look like trash. Let's just put it that way. It's going to look bad. So you either have to poke a hole and your little vents up top here is what I've been doing. I've been poking a hole in them. Or you're gonna have to take this whole plastic sleeve off. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking the cellophane off. I don't feel like it degrades the value of it at all. Maybe there's some of you that do though, and if you do, how about throw a comment down below. Tell me, is there cellophane? Is there no cellophane? Do you poke holes in yours? Do you not poke holes in yours? Let's take a closer look at it without it. You will have to tell me exactly how you feel about this outside of the sleeve, because I'm just not. I know that they're meant to go on the wall. I know that you're meant to hang them. I think that they'd be extremely hard to hang though, because you're supposed to get 2 nails or 2 screws or 2 something in the exact same location in order to put this guy on the wall. Maybe you leave the cellophane on it and use command strips. I guess that's a different way that you could do it. That's probably a smarter way to do it, to be completely honest with you. That way when the cellophane comes off, then it comes off because you had to take it off the wall and the command strips. I don't know. You'll have to also throw a comment down there and tell me exactly what you think. Let's go put him on the wall, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit because I'm going to start doing some updated videos on my collection coming up here soon. Now, I believe at this moment I have the most complete set of Funko Pop albums of anyone on the internet. Now, there's only so many of them out there, and I'm sure that there's some people that are going to be like, no, I have 1 million of them, even though they've only released like 13 of them. So anyways, that's kind of easy to say when they've only released so little of these guys. It's kind of easy to say that I believe that I have the most complete set. But coming up here soon, I think that I'm going to redo these shelves. And I know you've seen the video with these shelves and how they're laid out, and I think that coming up here in the future, I'm going to change the way these shelves look, and they're going to strictly just be for music. I'm going to take all of the other stuff off, like the 7-Eleven stuff, the Star Wars, the Cruella de Vil, all of that good stuff I think's coming off here in the near future, and I'm just going to make this a music line. I want to show you though what I was talking about when it comes to the cardboard starting to separate. So now I got to come over here and grab my Action Comics #1. And here recently I've noticed something about my Action Comics #1 that's a little interesting, that you're just gonna have to see. So if you can see this, and I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to get him all the way out of this sleeve. Let's get him out of this sleeve. And I feel like I refer back to some of the boxes more so than others, because the ones that I'm referring back to are really some of the original ones, like Biggie #1, like Superman Action Comics #1, which to me is still my favorite. By the way, I have 2 of these that are still in the box that have never been opened, that are still like in storage somewhere, so that in the event that this one just totally crashes, I can pull another one out. So I'm not terribly upset with the idea that this one has aged as bad as it has, because it honestly, look, let's be honest with each other, it has aged really badly. Right up top here, you can see that there's massive amounts of separation because it doesn't have that plastic window in. It's just a cardboard sleeve, and if there's any, listen to me, if there's any kind of moisture whatsoever, the cardboard sleeve is not going to hold up without some kind of supports on the sides. You can see that it's really separated in there too, and that has been a major design flaw that Funko did, and this is one of them that they've slowly fixed along the way. Some of the originals didn't have this side piece. They've come a long ways with it, so don't think that this is just me bashing Funko and the way that they've engineered things. It's not at all what I'm doing. Anytime that you decide that you're going to do something new, you're going to have growing pains, is what I like to call these. You're going to go through different types, and you can see it with everything, right? Cars is a great example. You can see where cars started to where they're at today, and that's the same thing here. They decided that they were going to make a new product, and in making a new product, they're going to go through growing pains. They just, look, if anybody has any connections with Funko and they never listen to me about anything else, they should seriously put in plastic windows here. I know that it's going to cost them a few more dollars, but people like me would be willing to pay $5 extra for that little bit of security of the box not separating so badly. Now, I want to show you the inside of these as well, because this goes back to another one of the it didn't age well. And this is what I mean when I say you're going to have to poke holes in those top holes, or take the cellophane completely off. I'm thinking that maybe come here in the future, I'm going to start taking my cellophane completely off though, so that I don't have these problems at all. But you can clearly see that this one has had some serious issues. You can see that there's some moisture that's kind of trapped in there that just never going to go away. And then this piece of cardboard has, look, let's take a closer look at it. So as you can see, I didn't poke the holes in the top, and we have this clear haze on it itself. The cardboard, the moisture has caused the cardboard to separate on the back, and it's kind of bowed out a little. And this is going to happen to every one of your albums, your every one of them, if you don't take the cellophane off or at least poke holes in the top. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this off before I put it back out there. That way maybe it prevents this from getting any worse than it already is. I mean, because it is pretty bad at this moment. And maybe if you hung it on the wall, you wouldn't have those issues at all, because you'd have to take the cellophane off. I don't really know. I think that Funko has went through some major growing pains with this line, and hopefully as they continue to improve stuff, as Funko always has. I mean, you can look back at the original Funkos and see where they've improved stuff to where they're at today. I just recently made this kind of Nerf mount. I know that I've showed y'all one here recently, but this one is a lot of fun, and I think that we're gonna have to grab one of these Nerfs. Let's go to the armory. Let's make it to the armory. Diesel absolutely hates these Nerf guns. I'm not 100% why, but he just decided at some point that he didn't like them, and I'm okay with that. Not a fan. All jokes aside, have a good one. Say what?